Welcome. Now, in this module, we're going to talk about project management for information security. It's the third part of the series that we're just discussing. And in this module, we're going to talk about effective reporting, which a project manager needs to utilize and plan and execute in order to make the project successful. Now, reporting is a critical component of effective project management and has the following objectives. The reporting objectives which we are trying to achieve are creating visibility. First of all, the project manager needs to create awareness and visibility so that everybody in the team knows where we stand and they're all on the same page. So the information dissemination and information availability is very important. Otherwise, when there's 10 or 12 or 15 resources involved in a project and everybody has different information, then the entire set of resources for the project are not on the same page, and that's a recipe for disaster. So the second objective of effective reporting for project management is keeping all the resources engaged for their inputs and involvement. Now, when you give information and share information voluntarily with resources, irrespective of their tier, they may be in the ISMC, Information Security Management Committee, which is the core engine running the project, or the steering committee, or the heads of various important and relevant divisions, or the board. When you are keeping the resources engaged, then the likelihood is that they are going to be on board and they are going to support the project because we are sharing the status of the project with them. We're telling us what we have achieved and what we have not achieved and where we need help. So that's the environment is being created so that people will voluntarily come forward and try to help us. And they will be engaged in the project and will be associated with the project. And then we can solicit their help and we can get their help. The third objective is keeping management informed of successes and challenges. Now, it's very important because management has so many activities to do, and on a fixed frequency, be it monthly or quarterly, or any other suitable frequency, we have to keep the management informed on how we're doing, where we're doing well, where we're getting stuck, where we need their help, and so that management can step in and with their experience and the resources available at their discretion and at their disposal can come and help us. And then it's creating credibility. So the project manager has to organize the information and the reporting and involve various stakeholders so that the entire set of resources can see the credibility and they trust the project manager, and the project can be completed and executed with everybody's good step forward. Everybody believes in the project. Everybody has belief in the project because the environment is being created for credibility. It's a credible and authentic project. And then ensuring team members are on their toes all the time, because wherever there's a slippage, there's a mechanism to report it and create visibility with higher layers of management. And then the team members who are at the bottom of the pyramid, for example, the ISMC or the network resources or the system resources, if they're falling behind, they must know that this is going to be reported with a red light or yellow light to higher management, and that will creates a concern for team members that if there is any slippage, then it will be reported to higher management, and that could have consequences. Now, if you take a look at this diagram, these are the transformation project main entities for which reporting has to be addressed. First of all, Information Security Management Committee, which meets on a weekly basis, and the entire resources who are responsible for running the engine of the project are together in a matrix structure forming the Information Security Management Committee. And as we said, they consist of a systems resource, a network resource, an application database resource, and an information security resource from the customer's end, and one or two principal consultants from Delta Tech or from the consultant end. And then there's the IT Steering Committee, which consists of divisional heads of IT or divisional managers, and possibly even some people from or resources from the business side who are sponsors for the project or who own the project, for example. It could be a business initiative, and those resources may be invited in the project steering committee meetings as well. And then you have IT teams who are working alongside the ISMC and are assisting, and they may be drawn in when necessary because they may not be in the ISMC, but there are certain areas in IT, for example, some very specialized database resources who don't come and sit in the ISMC meeting on a weekly basis, but they are called when necessary to the ISMC platform or to the steering committee meeting, etc. And then there's the board executive meeting on a quarterly basis as well. Now, in a single diagram, this is how all the wheels work in order to orchestrate the project management. And the smallest wheel is the weekly status update from the ISMC, and this is in the form of meeting minutes, and then the monthly status update from steering committee in the form of a presentation, and the board is given a quarterly status update. And this is how a very clear and simple visibility is created for the entire reporting formats. And this is the project dashboard on a single page, which appears in the steering committee reporting format on a monthly basis and also on the quarterly board presentation. And it shows you the 6 tracks, the 7 tracks or 8 tracks, and along with that, in a very visible, clear light or a box, it shows you if there's a green box or a yellow box or a red box. It'll show you if that particular track is delayed, or if the work is going okay, it's in progress, or if there is any other concern in the form of, for example, if you put a yellow light, it shows it requires attention, but is not yet delayed. And then there's a comments area where you can mention very briefly how each track is going. So this is a very simple format to create very clear and simple visibility, and it should appear everywhere where there is reporting happening, so that everybody is able to pick up very easily where the project is being successful and where it's failing or where it's behind schedule. Now, the dashboard objectives are, as I showed you on the previous slide, provide simple and single view of all project tracks and where the project stands, highlight problem areas for management intervention and support, and monthly steering committee and quarterly board reports contain this project dashboard, single page project dashboard. So the forum where the reporting is taking place are 3: the ISMC, steering committee, and board meeting. The frequency for ISMC is weekly, for steering committee is monthly, for board meetings it's quarterly. And the report format for ISMC is PDF minutes of meeting. Simply just take a Microsoft Word minutes of meeting format, and there the objectives are identify the tasks, identify the responsibility and the timeline. For steering committee, the format is PPT presentation, and you need to inform the relevant heads of the progress and identify the challenges. And for the board meeting, the format is a PPT presentation. And here the objective is you need to have a critical look at the progress achieved, identify challenges and solutions, and seek assistance of the board where necessary. So by creating an accurate, very, very honest and disciplined reporting mechanism, the project manager ensures that all the project stakeholders are well and properly informed, involved, and helping where necessary for the project success. That's all that we have for this module. Thank you.